You send a message on WhatsApp. One tick appears almost instantly. Sometimes two ticks, sometimes they turn blue. It feels simple and instant. But in that one moment, your message quietly travels through a system built to deliver it fast, reliably, and across the world. Let's slow this down and see what actually happens. Most people imagine messaging like this: your phone sends a message directly to the other person's phone. But that's not how it works, because phones are not always online. They lose network. They might switch between Wi Fi and mobile data. Sometimes they are turned off. So, WhatsApp cannot rely on phone to phone delivery. Instead, every message first goes to WhatsApp servers. Let's walk through the journey step by step. You type a message and press send. At that exact moment, your phone does a few things quickly. It packages the message, it adds basic information like who sent it and who should receive it, and it encrypts the message so no one else can read it. And then it sends it to the nearest WhatsApp server. This all happens in milliseconds. The moment the message reaches WhatsApp server, you see the first tick. That first tick means your message has reached WhatsApp. This is why you still see one tick even if the receiver's phone is off or they don't have internet. The message is now inside the system and waiting to be delivered. Now the server takes over. The server checks a few important things. Is the receiver online right now? Which device are they using? Where should the message be routed? If the person is online, the server pushes the message to their phone almost immediately. And when the message reaches the device, you see the second tick. Two ticks mean the message has reached their phone, but that does not mean they have read it. Now comes the blue tick. When the receiver opens WhatsApp and views the chat, their phone sends a small signal back to WhatsApp server. That signal says, "This message has been seen." The server then forwards the signal to your phone, and that's when the ticks turn blue. So the blue tick is about confirmation. It's a small return journey that completes the loop. But what happens if the other person is offline? This is where it gets interesting. If the phone is not connected to the internet, the WhatsApp server stores the message temporarily. As soon as they come online, it delivers all pending messages. That's why sometimes you see one tick for a long time and then suddenly it turns into two ticks. The messages were waiting in the system until the receiver became reachable. Now, let's talk about speed. Why does all of this feel instant? First, messages are very small. A text message is just around a kilobyte. That's tiny compared to images or videos. You must have noticed that images and videos take more time to deliver. Second, WhatsApp keeps connections ready in the background. WhatsApp keeps a long lived connection open with its servers, so messages don't need to start a new connection every time. So when you send a message, it just uses the connection that's already open. Third, WhatsApp has servers distributed around the world, so your message doesn't travel across continents first. It usually reaches a nearby server very quickly. All of this combined makes delivery feel almost instant. But sometimes messages do get delayed. You might have noticed that after you press send, the single tick appears after a few seconds instead of instantly. This usually happens when your internet is slow, your connection is unstable, or you are switching between networks. In that case, your phone is still trying to push the message to the server. Once it succeeds, the first tick appears. The ticks are basically showing you the delivery journey in real time. So the next time you send a message on WhatsApp and see those ticks appear, you're actually watching a distributed system at work.